Yeah, what up, my people? This crusade, your boy, your humble servant, a messenger of this season, a musician and also a human rights activist. At this point, it has gotten to the point where we need to start talking. When they say we talk, this is a point where we start expressing ourselves, expressing our mind, telling the people the truth. Actually, as a matter of fact, the internet right now is not the best place to see the truth. But if you speak the truth there, that shows you are determined and courageous. So at this point, there's no time for us to keep on mincing words. There's no time for us to keep on hiding the truth. As a matter of fact, I'm a youth, so the truth should be hidden from the youth. So at this point, ideology must be expressed, must be projected. One day it's going to germinate. So we need ideology. The ideology of a people determines what will come out of such a people. So you can really look at the people from afar and conclude if there's an ideology running through their mind. But if we have people who don't have ideology, so we're heading nowhere. So at this point, I want to just come up and express myself. And there's a program right now on ground. In case you don't know, maybe you can just follow me up on my Instagram, DaCrusade, on my YouTube, DaCrusade, on my Facebook, DaCrusade. Follow me up on my page, _crusade, and you see what is happening. We are coming up with a program titled Echoes from the Ghetto. Echoes from the Ghetto. It's a program that is aimed at transforming echoes into voices. The problem is the word echo means something that is not vivid. You can't really fathom or really explain what you hear out of an echo. So the ghetto has always been relegated to the realms of echo. So nobody hears their voice. So nobody wants to help the situation in the ghetto. So that's why at this point we want to bring our consciousness to the ghetto and to the fact that they've always been here all the cries of echoes alone, not voices. So at this point, we want to bring the consciousness of everyone to the ghetto and to help the ghetto bring out their echoes into voices. Yeah, that's what we're here to do. Now, I'm not good at coming to this platform to start telling you things because I want to incite people into action. It's because there is a shared determination to change the system. I'm always happy when I see someone like Shehu Kuti, the son of Fela, who always come online to speak intellectually and also not just intellectually, to speak the mind of the people. So I'm always proud of such persons who courageously come online to speak the truth. I'm, as a matter of fact, a youth, not all these old people. I'm not angry with old people because you need to always go back to the old. If you don't draw from the old, you won't have strength as a young person. So I'm always giving. I'm always down to earth when it comes to listening to the words of the elders. But at this point, I need to speak as a youth. The youths have been relegated to the background. When the other time when they're talking about the young, not too young to rule and the rest, they took that initiative, that policy as something so childish. Not too young to rule, what has that got to do with leadership? They say the youths are not ready. Sometimes I hear people say the youths are not. The consciousness of the youth, the ideology of the youth at this point, they can't become leaders. I ask, for the fact that you don't see does not mean that they don't exist. Do you see God? But you assume and you conclude that God exists. The same thing, you mustn't see the youth. Just give them the opportunity. You know, they say the youth have, they give the opportunity to do this and that. It's a lie. You're not giving them the opportunity and you're complaining. So first of all, let's address the matter. You know, Shem, as I told you before, I love him so much. He talked about people talking about the symptoms, not the cause. You know, we need to start talking about the cause, the root. Because when you know the root, you'll be able to enjoy the fruit. So let's go. You know, we have a problem in Africa and Nigeria in particular. And that problem, for me, I call it analytical approach to solving problems or issues. Analytical methodology when we come to solving the problems that we are faced with. Why do I call it a problem? Because it was meant to be a method to solve problem, but it's a problem in itself. It's a problem in itself. You know what? We have coaches who are not good players. You know, we have contemplators who are not actors. People who can sit down and analyze and give you intellectual breakdown of what is happening and what will happen. You know, the one that annoys me most is the one that they can even predict what will come out. They can predict it. They can predict that Buhari will become a president. They can predict that Atiku can become a president. They can predict, but sir, they can't change anything. So we are tired of the contemplators. We want actors right now. We want people who can come on stage, who can talk. That's why the internet is here. So I want to just speak out to the youth. I want to call out to the youth. Please, let's start using this place to speak our mind in the positive sense, so that they need to know that we can lead anywhere in the world. Youth can lead anything. Now, as a matter of fact, this so-called our parents, they led when they were youth, and till today they are still leading. You understand? So we should never agree to that position that the youth cannot lead. It's a lie. It's a lie from the pit of hell. From the pit of hell. I'm Crusade. Check me on Instagram, follow me. Let's talk business. Let's change the system. Let's change the system. Analytical problem. Analytical approach to solving societal issues. It's a problem in itself. We don't need to analyze. We don't need to sit down and be explaining. They know the A to Z of the problem, and yet they can't solve it. That's the problem we have. It's a big problem. It's a big problem. It's a big problem. Coaches who cannot play, they know how to analyze, they know how to predict, they know how to explain. When it comes to storytelling, they are good at that. I call them grammarian politicians. Grammarian politicians. They are grammarians. They know how to speak grammar. You know, most times the problem I have is this grammar. People know how to speak grammar. They can write 30 pages, and yet they cannot solve a page of a problem. But they can write 100 pages. Why? So, for me, the solution is we need to apply what we call pragmatic approach. You understand? You understand? Pragmatic approach. Applied politics. We need to apply politics. We need to apply what we are saying. We need to put those things into action. We need to test around what we are saying. If it doesn't work, we'll go back to our drawing board and fine-tune it. But in any case, we need to be acting. We need to be in the field. You know, we are not in the field, and you want to know the heat of what is happening in the field. Pragmatic approach is what I'm trying to project. So in this series, we'll be talking about the solutions, pragmatic approach to solving societal problems, not analytical approach. We are using analysis too much, and we are sick and tired of grammarians, intellectuals, preachers, professors who have written big books, expensive books for that matter, and yet sir, nothing. So that is why as a youth I'm crying out, I'm calling out to my fellow youth, great Nigerian youth, I'm calling out to all of you out there. Let's utilize the internet. The internet is a place where it's a judge. For me, I see the internet as a judgment seat, where we can judge what is happening. You can see everything that is happening in this world. As long as you are on internet, anybody can see you. So if that is the case, we can come online and air our view. I'm not angry with the dances, the jubilation, the popping champagne on Instagram and the rest. I'm so happy with that. Sometimes when I watch all this comedy, I'm always happy because nothing is even giving us joy in the nation. So whenever I see these great comedians coming online to make people happy, I'm always happy with them. I smile, I laugh, and it's good to laugh. But at this point, we need to also be serious. As a musician, we need to be serious. As an actor, we need to be serious. We need to come up with policies that are practicable, that can be applied. Thank you so much. I'll need to just stop here because we have so much to unveil to us. Just as I said before, try to turn on your notification button. Also subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Instagram, DaCrusade. We are here to inform the masses. We are here to transform echoes to voices. We are tired of telling people things that they don't understand. We need to start telling them things that we understand and they also understand. It is in the art of war. One of the laws, one of the rules is if you must fight your enemy, you need to know the strength of your enemy and know your own strength. So when you know your strength and the strength of your enemy, you know how to fight. So that is it. We need to know our strength and know the strength of our opponent and know how to synergize. Thank you so much. I still remember my humble self, DaCrusade, always at your doorstep to inform you on what is happening and how we can take over and how we can rule our world. Thank you so much. Let's do it together. We can make it happen. We can achieve great things together. Nigeria is a great nation where nothing can stop us. So thank you so much for my followers. Thank you so much for believing in me. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for being inspiration to me. And I bet you together, we ain't going to be contemplators anymore. We're going to be actors. Thank you so much.